Welcome one and all to the finale of...
Oh no!
Recursion! This is just for
I
me.
want to see myself on TV.
We'll be back with MC in a second. But for now, let's talk to MC. So first of all, thank you all for another amazing marathon. 153K so far, more during this maybe. And I think one of the most fun marathons we've ever had, if I say so myself. I'd say we've achieved our 3 goals at Zeldathon. Happiness for you guys, the attendees, for the audience. I hope you enjoyed the show. And of course, St. Jude, I'm sure, is very happy with the money they're receiving. Now, before we tuck into all the fun awards, as always, MC's got a little bonus secret, as always. So I hope you're ready for it. It's something we've never done before. This is not the next marathon reveal. It is something different. So with that, let me turn this around so everybody here can see.
Let's go back with MC.
And let's watch the secret video. I went to my friend Zach. He was at his locker because we were in high school, like 16, and I was like, hey, do you want to come into my house over winter break and play video games for charity? He was like, well, what video game? And I'm like, I like Zelda. And so we started playing Zelda for charity.
So Zeldathon is a bunch of nerds playing Zelda games, essentially.
We raise money for charities, and we get together every 6 months, play the entire Legend of Zelda series, and have a great time.
We love these games, and we love getting together with each other and playing these games and having an impact on people and the environment and breaking the stereotype of what gamers are and what we're capable of.
The game is more of a backdrop, and then that draws people in to kind of just experience the zaniness, all the fun, and the really unique events they put on the side.
And like, it's not just this is about like this incredible glitch that this one person can do. Like, it's not about that. It's about trying to get people to laugh and trying to do ridiculous stuff to get people to send us more money.
The first few Zeldathons were held in a basement and then MC's house at his mom's, and it grew to the point where they needed to have it somewhere other than his bedroom at his mom's house.
It went from being like this little thing I did, you know, I spent like maybe a week preparing a Zeldathon, like for the first few, to now I'm spending 2 weeks, now I'm spending a month. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm spending 7 months a year on every Zeldathon, which means there's not 14 months a year. Now this is my full-time job. I am working all the time on this.
You play through a game that you love, and you beat the final boss, and you see chat explode. You hear the room around you explode. It's so uplifting and exciting.
So Zeldathon's definitely like helped my whole life and just changed really everything about where I was heading in life, which has been pretty great.
We're making dumb jokes, we're saying old memes from 2012, and it's like, well, why do you have thousands of dollars of equipment to do that? And it's like, because we're professional idiots. What do you know? We just kept doing another one every winter and summer for 8 years, and now we're doing our 22nd marathon, and we've raised over $2 million, so it kind of grew.
And I think it really helps me get through hard times between the marathons, because I'm like, well, welcome to Zeldathon.
So, we're making a a feature-length documentary, and I'm going to paste the Kickstarter link into the chat right now. Done. It's up. It's up. Usually Kickstarter's like, hey, how about 30 days? And I'm like, well, we just kind of told people to spend all their money on charity for a week, so we're giving it 45 days. Hopefully, you guys see your paycheck, everybody's paychecks, everybody at home. They go through next month, and you can help support it. We have lots of great rewards on it. We have Blu-rays, signed Blu-rays. We got posters, T-shirts. We got the top thing is a chance to come here during our 10th anniversary marathon for 2 days. Not as on-camera talent, but be here for the live premiere of the documentary. There's limited slots on those. We have a kind of a good goal. It's hopefully to get the videographer who shot all the footage you saw during that to the marathon 2 more times, and so we can get interviews with the whole team rather than just 6 people. So hopefully you want to support it. I know we just asked you for a lot of money this week, so we'll be promoting it through the upcoming weeks. But if you want to, the link's there, and you can make a pledge. Of course, I don't think you get charged until it actually is funded, so you could make your pledge now. But we're still raising money for St. Jude, so make sure you also don't forget about that. Yeah.
There's already $500 raised.
Yeah.
We have hit $500 on the Kickstarter.
Oh, 620. How about 620? That's wow. All right, let's go. And if we exceed the goal, bonus scenes, goodies, we'll figure it out. But now let's get back to the matter at hand right now, which is the awards. So first of all, I'd like to welcome up the team captains from the Jiglympic Games. Do we have a team power substitute? Anybody want to volunteer?
I'm sitting here.
Coach, hey, do we have the wisdom captain? Wisdom captain, are you here? Were you the wisdom captain? Yeah. How about courage? Where's courage?
Team
All right. So, who got the bronze? Oh yeah, you did. That was awesome. So Jiggy, a little bit of a surprise for me from our good friend Skippy. The bronze medal from the Jig Olympic Games. Here it is. It does look like. I made that. And I believe our friends from Wisdom got silver. Yes. Congratulations. And Team Courage. Thank you to all the participants of the Jiglympic Games. I don't know, represent them. I don't know.
She's over there.
Oh, they want a group shot. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Chris actually has to lower down a couple foot.
Ooh, there you go. Whoa. Too tall. All right, so let's get on to the awards. And also, quick note, we are, as per tradition, having trouble rendering the donor section of the credits because you guys have way too many names. So we might have to do a little skipoo on that one this time. So, but we'll get it up for the archive. We'll see if it renders out. I got it running right here. Anyways, let's get on to the awards. First of all, I want to bring up someone very special, someone who got on the couch, someone who got to see a game in action, got to talk about the charity, and someone who got to see Beta Quest, which is obviously the most legit and canon Zelda game. That's right, it's Jason from St. Jude, the Mystified Award! And if you're free to say anything.
Yeah, no, this is my first Zeldathon. I had no idea what this was until I met MC and Brooke last fall. You guys are awesome. Like, this is really cool. I really appreciate last night the conversation we had about everything Nintendo, and it was nice reminiscing. But you guys are doing amazing work. Thank you so much for all that you do multiple times a year to support the kids at our hospital and the families as well. You know, everything that you do goes directly towards them, and we can't thank you enough. So thank you, MC, for this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Let's just
yeah. Thank you. All right, next up, let's get, all right. So this marathon we had someone who was very powerful at all times, someone who I saw always willing to do a goal, always willing to jump up and be ready. And that is, so we're going to bring back one of our older awards in Zeldathon history. It's the Unending Spirit Award. And this one goes to our very own Starlet! Star? Oh! She's doing a goal right now!
Thank you for getting, what was it, and $5 to Triforce donor level. This is me.
I remember that.
Filled with ball pit balls.
Filled with ball pit balls. I think my trousers are going to be stretched for life, but that's fine. I was thinking about doing like a nice heartfelt speech, but I don't think it'd be taken very seriously yet. So I'm going to take all these balls out now. So thank you. Kind of a lumpy hug.
Yes, one of the more lumpy hugs in my
Get in the ball. Return home.
Everyone knows during Zeldathon we have all these cool little goals and missions and things, but there was a sentence that was, or I guess suppose 2 words that were uttered and shouted aloft from just behind the 3 monitors there. That's right, it's the Best Giveaway Award to Steenus! Sometimes I get worried when he shouts because I don't know if he's saying Flash Giveaway or the stream's down. Thank you. This person couldn't be here with us, but it's an award that I was like, I was looking in his award history, and I was like, how have we never given him an award because of this? Because it's so him. It's so him. And so I brought back an award that hasn't been given since Aincase was at Zeldathon Adventure. So it's the most likely to be brewing coffee award to Choco. Another absentee award here goes to the person who repeatedly asked me, I have skills, I have something I want to contribute to the marathon, and they come here and twice in a row I failed them in providing them an adequate technical setup for their operation. But this time, Phonic88 did get to do what he wants. He gets the Bohemian Award. I don't believe Ping Pong is here right now. No, he's busy with all of his various medical schools and things. But I got to witness a very sweet moment where he got to give a whole stack of punch-out canvas perlers to our very own Mojo, and also give out Game Cubes to our friend CDK and to Jiggy. And it was like, this boy is so sweet. He's helping every Zeldathon team member across the world make their home look a little bit better. It's the Home Decorator Award. Those late nights can be a drag, but there was someone who was always walking into the doors at 8, 9 p.m. after a nice long 12 or probably 7-hour sleep, to be honest with you. But he withstood the fortitudes of the night and whatever, he did it. It's the all-night mask award to Retsum 019. Very good.
I would say some words, but I am too far from my coffee right now.
And now a bit of a sequel award. For twice in a row during our jam trains, we've had a king of the chorus. That was Campy, I believe, at Wild? I don't know. And then we had Catherine become the queen of the chorus last marathon, I do believe. No, 2 marathons. Okay, I'm off by a little bit. You know what I'm saying. We have a king and a queen, and I think we need a prince. So that would be Valor 6.
I love my mom and dad.
That guy knew the words to everything. Like I knew, he was just going. I loved it. Anyway. All right. So some Zeldathon team members have, of course, very busy schedules, but they can't not be here. They have to be here. They're not going to miss a marathon, no matter how short. They could be here for an hour and they'll still consider it a great success. So it's very important that we give the Day 6 award to Zelda Queen. An absentee for you. Now, I can't say much about it other than this guy. He comes in every marathon, like three marathons, or 3 months before the marathon. He says, MC, I'm playing this game. And I'm like, are you? And he's like, well, this is what I want to do. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're going to run this game. And he kind of has a little bit of sway over me. It's Rom Scout, and he gets the Essence of Skills Award. Best Couch Commentary. It's a prestigious award that is only given to those who speak their mind the loudest, who give us the best incentives and reason to donate. And this time, I think we all know who deserves it. The Yeti. Speaking of new Zeldathon team members who are very, very small, let's talk about a very good boy. A very good boy who I don't even know if he's with us right now. The Good Boy Award goes to Fernando. Oh.
He's taking a nap.
He's taking a nap. All right, well, we'll give this to him later.
Late night.
At Zeldathon, when you have to run a game, it's very daunting. It can be very stressful, especially if you're doing it solo, especially if you're doing a multiplayer game solo. But luckily, this time around, we had someone step up to help out Broken, despite her not even having to. It's the Best Buddy Award to Kelly Salina. Now, I've given my friend Kale Demos many emotional awards over the days. Okay, one. This is also not one. But it is something very important to Junie. It's the Whoa There Award!
Whoa there.
You're welcome. Now, during ZCW Wrestling, we have some of the most elite fighters dress up in some of the most fantastic costumes we've ever seen and battle it out, duke it out. And sometimes the costumes are really cool, sometimes they're really flashy, and sometimes they're a little scary. That's right, it's the Scariest Wrestler Award to Kane Moogle. I tell you what, this guy had the dang Korok like tree sleeves on in the chill room like half the time, and I walked in, I was like, what happened to your hands? Now, I wanted to make sure we could discuss a very serious moment that happened during this Zeldathon, which we had some stream crashes occasionally, but I'm not going to give a stream crash award. That's just mean, because the stream crash, not because we had a technical mishap or somebody did something wrong. It was because we had someone who was very passionate about what they were working on, and they wanted to show it to the audience, and that's very, very honorable. It's the Unrelenting Passion Award to Jiggy. He does not relent.
Never. We'll continue to crash the stream as long as I can make videos.
May I share with you an anecdote?
Yes, please.
So I have given the Sneaky Boy Award once before, last marathon to Snarfy Bobo, for sneaking in that door right over there, that I was like, he should not be coming in that, but there he was sneaking into the marathon, and I got emotional. This time, instead of getting emotional, I just had a big laugh because there was another sneaky boy. I was just walking through the hallway when who emerges from the coat room out there, from the darkness, but John McKay. So it's the Sneaky Boy Award. Betsy's cat was also there. However, you spooked me.
MC.
Yes.
We're over 7K on the Kickstarter.
7K on the Kickstarter! Thank you so much. Looks like we might make a documentary, but we need a little bit more power. Anyways, we had, once again, a very exciting presidential race. And this time, despite Cord Traction being the one to follow in the Smoople stead, with the campaign manager thing, we had Mr. Smith's campaign manager pull out the popular vote from the donors. And it's honestly amazing that happened when I thought it was a lock for donors for core traction. So I think it's only fitting that Hipster Harbinger gets the For the Poople Award. This award is the best use of whiteboard award, and we all know how hard it can be to use that whiteboard to convince people to donate. However, once upon a time, great Scott LP was walking right through that hallway with me, and he said, we need to raise like $6,000 or $2,000 in an hour. And I was like, eh. And he was like, I think we can do it. We need to come up with some goals. And I said, eh. And I walked and I sat down to the station. He sat down on the back couch. He pulled out the whiteboard, and then we raised $8,000. It's the best use of whiteboard award to great Scott LP.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I don't need to give too much of an explanation for this. We had a very unique run this marathon that was very fun, very cool, and I'm sure everybody at home got to experience one of Twitch's biggest hits in terms of Zelda commodities. It is Too Funny Man, the Randomizer Award. Unfortunately, the award was also randomized.
Oh well. Funny Man is actually presenting it to MC. Let's go. Funny Man Award. The Funny Man Award.
Now I could have given this fellow a ton of awards, but I had one moment that stuck out to me as like, you know, this is a moment that I'm going to remember and share, and it's going to live in video infamy for a long time. Everybody, give it up for our new man on the street, Fisty Face.
Thank you.
Of course. This award was given, I believe, to Kay at one point, but it now has another person getting it, and it's someone who I believe I can't believe I haven't given a proper Queen Award to yet. It's a True Queen Award to Fantastic for another amazing run of Twilight Princess. So during the Majora's Mask run, I had some great times listening from when I was working on these awards and on the credits. Ooh, we got to 94%. I was like, we might have the credits still. It just might take us the rest of the award.
We might have a documentary by the time we're doing the awards.
Yeah. Hey, keep that up. Yeah, I'll take it. We're at 8,000. Holy crap. Keep it up. Thank you guys very much.
Don't forget to donate to St. Jude.
Yeah. Right. We're raising some money for St. Jude too. All right. Anyways, folks, let's talk about someone who was on couch and truly represented themselves and their nation well, because they were someone I invited to Zeldathon. I not heard their couch commentary until last night, and very small remarks, but they were great. It's the Pride of a Nation Award to Fart Garfunkel. Keep that low-key humor coming. I like it. I like it. I can't not give Dire Dwarf a funny award. And it's all, and I think the history shows it's never like a big moment. It's always some of the little moments that I have with Dire Dwarf that make my marathon special. And this is someone who asked me the question that is asked many times during Zeldathon, more than anybody else. Would you like lunch? It's the Lunch #1 Fan Award. And I tell you what, we did go to lunch once. We did.
Pizza in the park.
Maybe we'll get dinner after. Anyway. An absentee award to someone who we've seen fix donation bars. We've seen him fix CDIs, but this time he got a new repair job done. To Skippy, it's the Water Cooler Repairman Award.
Very important award right there.
Now, Jiggy usually goes crazy on production. We usually see him destroy everybody else in terms of unnecessarily long preparations. However, we had an event this time around that was so masterfully done, so complex in its intricacies. It's the most complex event award for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's Dark Decay. Very good, thank you. And a special shout out, of course, to Simulator for coding all the assets on screen. There we go. Anyways, let's is CDK here? He's big chilling right now. All right. I could give him the sleep award. He'd be like, yeah, that's me. But he was like, because he was walking by when I was about to do his award. And I was like, hey, go away. And he was like, well, I don't know what you're going to give me. I didn't really go on camera. And I'm like, you did do something though that contributed heavily to the survival of one campy during the middle of the Ocarina of Time run. It's the Red Bull Delivery Man Award. Before the marathon, a lot of prep goes in, and this time, someone else stepped up and was like, I'm going to help out with this. I'm going to get it done. And because of that everybody on screen got to know what they could win. That's right, the prize photos. For the princess of the prize photos, it's Catherine.
Thank you. Now, I wanted to make sure you got an award. So I got him the business or pleasure.
Thanks, Shadow. Next up is someone who, despite someone very close to them destroying their sleep schedule repeatedly, stayed true for the most part and was always doing their best. And so it's the Captain Training. It's the Retsum Restlessness Resilience Award. And now, for someone who took up arts and crafts in a heavy way this marathon, worked during the Zelda art block right over here, doing some excellent item perlers, and then eventually went on to bigger projects outside. That's right, it's the Perler Apprentice Award to Betsy Cat. I like seeing you jump in with everybody on that. Awesome. And next, another quick anecdote from the foyer where we had all of our various activities. And I don't know if this has a happy ending, this story, but once upon a time we bought a black puzzle. Like it's all black. The entire thing is black. It's very difficult. And many marathons in a row it's been challenged by Bestest Cat. I don't know if the challenge is completed, but it is the Challenger of the Puzzle Award. And they did a great job.
Only have half of it done. Didn't get to get any work in today. Marathon.
But it shall continue.
Yes, it will. I only put one marathon in so far.
We're bringing in a attorney award here to one that was won by Lucario a few marathons back. And that is for someone who came in, was a little nervous about their run, and ended up just destroying it. It's the Destroyer Again Award to Artsy Rosie. Next, we were going to turn to a very large donation that had purpose, it had meaning, it had a desire to defeat a file name far, far ahead by thousands and thousands of dollars. And I'll tell you what, he put forth the effort, he put forth the commentary, but the money wasn't there, but his money was, and it's very honorable. It's the 999.99 award to Arctic Light. I'm sorry that Moo was so powerful.
I tried, Jiggy. I tried. Do the dab.
And now big thanks go to everybody who frequents chill room or game room and helps keep everybody company, helps keep everything clean, helps just have a good time. And this time, our good friend Samia is getting a very special award. It's the Big Chillin' Award. Thank you for being there whenever I needed a quick chat. I really appreciate it. And now, to someone who couldn't be here, someone who, I don't know, maybe he's just too important for us, being off in his world, you know, doing big celebrity Twitch partner stuff. It's Shadow Temple. He's so good.
Just donated a THX sound effect.
And now another anecdote. Let's speak to another foyer moment where I wasn't asked, really. I was told that I was going to play a game. By OneShoop631, it is the Catan Award.
You are now going to get
Thank you for making me take a break. That was actually very good.
You're welcome.
And now let's speak to the work area in the back where everybody works very hard and also giggles a lot. And I'm sure you at home must have heard those giggles. You know, a quiet moment on the couch happens, you know, no donation sounds, and then you hear. And I tell you what, one of the people who giggled the most and brought the most laughter back to the workstation and to us all was our very own Simulated Greg. Big Giggles Award!
Let's go, machine learning, Greg.
Simulated giggles.
MOG.
Simulated giggles. Simulated giggles.
This is another returnee award, and I believe it was last given to Captain Trina, who did a lot of work back in the day on game shows. It's the Game Show Champion Award. Someone who came into Zeldathon for the first time and brought us 2 new game shows that were excellent. And the funny thing is, he had many more, but we're like, we don't have enough space for them. It's to Trainer Trevino.
Come on down, my boy.
This is an absentee award. First, I believe 2 marathons ago, given the Best Manager Award. And then the Worst Manager Award. And this time, they made sure that MC Gamer, get out of here. I'm going to make sure that Phonic88 can do his work and get it done for the people of St. Jude. That's right, it's the Stage Manager Award. Got the equipment here that we needed. And now for a special moment during the Jam Train, a moment where I talked previously in the marathon to Anime Jessica, who's going to have to take a selfie for this award. I spoke to her about, you know, how she was like, I haven't sung Still Alive this marathon. Every marathon I've been to, I've sung Still Alive at some point. And out of nowhere, I hear the accordion of Parodi speaking the words of Jonathan Colton, and Jess, recording Highcam, was just going to stand there, and I was like, no. I'm like, hand that to Luke, get over there, and so thank you very much. It's the Still Alive Award. All right, let's talk about weird things.
No.
I know it's something very different than what we usually do. So we've often had weird little things show up. Like I don't want to talk about it, but this time we had a lot of dabs. But we're not talking about Smoople right now. We're talking about a new type of dab completely with your feet. The Foot Dab Award goes to Gem Smurf.
Let's go, team. Feet.
Brilliant.
So this is another returnee award, I do believe, unless I've forgotten everything about my life, which is very possible after 6 days. It goes to someone who has come into the marathon repeatedly and has given me, you know, lots of good chats. And this time around, he was always asking me, what can I do to help? What can I do to assist? Where do you need me? And he bounced around everywhere he needed to go. It's the most consistent helper award to Copper Dragon. Thank you. Now let's speak to someone who enjoyed Onesie Wednesday to the fullest. And it may not be who you're thinking of. It's someone who, I think beyond anybody, was the fuzziest one here. It's the Foxy Award. Lizardo!
We were just talking about this before.
I knew she'd like that. The Wind Waker HD race. What a race it was. At the beginning, boots were shaken on both ends of the party. Ooh, 95%. 1%. Let's go. That's a spinner. But anyways, boots were shaken. Both me and Lyric of Wisdom were very worried about everything that was about to happen, the run to come, and obviously the race went in a way. However, Lyric did not stop. She was very intimidating. It's the Intimidation Award.
Firepower.
At Zeldathon, our musical performances are very awesome. They're powerful, and they're loved by many. And sometimes we get the flow. It's like, all right, well, it's a Skyward Sword going on. Get your Battle of Gosses, get your romance theme, get your Skyloft. What did I say? That Skyloft twice? I don't know.
Yeah.
But this time, Marissa said, no. If we're gonna have a Spirit Tracks song, we need to play Spirit Tracks, right? And so the Spirit of the Song Award goes to Marissa. She got off the couch to play. Now that's true spirit. We here at Zeldathon use a nice little service called Sketch to keep track of everything.
Let's go Sketch.
And we're gonna continue to improve and give their feedback so we can make it even better than usual. But sometimes the Sketch itself has limitations, and other people have such busy schedules going back and forth from airports to Walmart and places that they need to make their own spreadsheet. So I'm gonna give the Sketch.xls award to Mojo. Is that our boat?
Those of you getting rides tomorrow, please at me.
Call me mother.
So I mentioned before the Destroyer of Ganon Award was previously given to Lucari Mew. Now Lucari was very worried about the Skyward Sword run and we had a lot of discussion before the events, like, are you going to be ready? And she said to me, I think so. and it was scary, and I was like, if you need anything, just let me know, Lucari. She didn't need anybody. She did herself. She's the Destroyer of Motorark.
Do it up.
Thank you for giving me a chance to play it.
Absolutely. Now, Andy's not here, right? He's hard at work. He is hard at work. And because of that, he had to sit on the couch very early in the marathon and have another go at Link's Awakening. And I think he was really happy because he loves Link's Awakening. He's a huge fan of that game. And so we're going to give him the Koholint, which is the island if you don't know from Returnee Award. Now, this next award was going to be about apothecaries and vials and jars. But I thought that was too predictable. I decided, why not give something to Mr. Smith that I also know he enjoys more than anything. And we all know if you ever walked in a game room. Welcome to the Octathon. It's to Mr. Smith. For playing Splatoon so much.
I completed the entire game in the course of the marathon.
This award serves almost as an apology because I had to make someone get up off the back couch repeatedly during Hyrule Warriors. I could not stop. I had to keep stealing his dang flower crown that he had to keep reattaching. It's the Flower Crown Sharer Award. All right. This is another one of these nice appreciation awards, because it often goes unsung at Zeldathon how important it is that these these moments happen, and that we share, like when we're going on trips to go get food or drinks or anything like that, and power up the entire team together. And there's someone who went around to people all the time and said, "I'm going on a coffee run. Do you want anything?" And that would be OC1! Thank you for powering the team.
I'm going on a coffee run later, so.
We have some mozzarella sticks.
All right, now we talked about Sketch earlier and how it was very useful. But there was one person who lived and died by it, I believe. Someone who was always here on time, which is the name of the word for the events. Someone who was ready to go whenever Sketch told her she needed to be. It's to OMG, it's Monica, the On Time Award. Thank you. Thank you for never making me look up your phone number to call you.
I had to make you here quickly. I had to jump over.
Oh. Is Panda here? I don't believe so. Absentee? Absentee. Well, for the first time in Hyrule Warriors history, Panda Floof did not have to stare at a gamepad the entire run, and she was so thrilled for that. And so it's the on-screen award. I shared a moment with many people this exact award. But there was someone who I really enjoyed sharing this moment with particularly. So can we hear for Team Power? Team Power! Get 11! Team Power! Grunt!
The circle.
Form the shape.
Form the shape? I don't know how to do that.
Let's see. We're at $9,500 on the Kickstarter, by the way. Thank you very much, everybody. Keep pledging and share the word. It's very important. This is going to be our biggest stage for this, probably for the next 45 days. So thank you again. Let's talk to Yeti Glenn and thank you so much to Yeti Glenn for coming to the marathon. It was amazing. You did so great. And I always get worried when a new attendee comes in, especially one from like a company or a sponsor. It's like, what if they just don't get us? And obviously, Glenn's gotten us for a bit. But this time he stepped in and he walked through those doors, and you know what he said. Achievement. It's what we all desire in life. It's what we all desire at Zeldathon. And when you achieve something great, sometimes you just pop off. And one of the greatest things in the marathon happened this time. It's to Duggernaut. It's the 9-part Tingle Emote pop-off. It will live at the top of my Twitch clips for all of eternity.
Yes. Yeah, just because I don't want to get assigned one.
Another absentee here, unfortunately. This one goes to our friend Broken Sword, who I continue to chastise the entire marathon about something that happened last marathon. And so this one's for people who've heard the story. Maybe not you at home, I apologize. But this is the Wow Award.
Wow.
Organics. You've not gotten this award, and I when I realized it, you know what you had to get. The Big Sexy Award! Written in the thickest Sharpie I could find. So, let's talk to Lego's Jedi. who, do you remember what award you got at Zeldathon Recovery, your first marathon?
The Could Not Be Broken Award.
You could not be broken. This time, you cannot find broken. For more information, watch the hide and seek video that's going to come out. When you come up to Challenge Cam and you are told that you are in a role, you're told, all right, this is your character or something. You have to be committed. You have to do what you have to do to sell the story. And during ZCW, one of the best characters and best roles fulfilled was not of a wrestler, but in fact one of the refs. Best dedication to a role goes to Luke Zumicki!
You have no idea how hard it was not to laugh during it.
All right. What was this one about? Oh, right. It's also about ZCW. Storytelling is important. And in wrestling, as I've learned from one Mr. Perotti, it's very important. It's very powerful. And sometimes you need to have a big twist. You need to have an M. Night Shyamalan type of moment. And this time, once again, Billy from the Zoo pulled it out to Eric, Pop-Tart Gamer. It's the Shyamalan Twist Award.
Let's go, Dad.
We're still at 95.
Uh-oh.
Let's go. Maybe we'll monologue a little bit. Someone get that. I'm going to bring up two people. I'm going to give this award. It's to two people, and it's to two people who went out in the field and did what had to be done to protect our noble marathon.
Oh dear.
The Ghost Hunters, Marza K and PP 2010. P. Peach could not be with here, but I trust you will deliver it to her safely. There you go.
I take Candace too.
Oh, yes, Panda.
Keep closing doors.
Thank you. Let's move on now back to the subject of dabbing.
We ever left? You know me.
The Stop Dabbing Award.
Let's go.
There was a part I knew I'd gone too far, and I knew this was coming.
Yeah.
It was when, before I introduced myself to Yeti Glenn, he just walks up to me and goes,
I did not even know your name.
Is Zach Teep here? Yes. All right. Come up here.
The reason
Hark!
What's this happening?
It's time for one of Zeldathon's most prestigious awards that we give to a new attendee every marathon now, as per tradition, to someone who came into the marathon and at first was very much. I don't think he quite understood everything. He was jumped on the race station, kind of was like, He kind of like jumped on the couch, was like, He did a little bit everywhere, but by the end, I think he has gotten what we're doing here. He's a master of it. Let's give it up for the new jack of all trades, Bassoonify. Yes, absolutely. Hey, camera guy, you follow me? You follow me?
I got you.
All right.
Yeet!
What I hope is the last time. Say it with me, everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Yeet! I tried.
You killed Darcy. I yoked that ball.
we worked very hard over in chill room to just. We had another Kiwi-esque incident where our water cooler went everywhere, and we had one person committed to making sure that it got cleaned up in a good fashion. You've gotten a whiteboard award, but this time you're getting the Bissell Boss Award, the purple staff.
I'm gonna make a speech and probably throw up. It's been 8 years, and I want to say thank you. You're all a really good family, and I can't wait to do it for 80 more. Let's go.
How's the documentary doing? Okay.
He just aged a bit there.
Yeah, I did. So during the first ever Zelda art block, I think that went pretty well as well. You know, it was great. We had all sorts of forms of media. We had perler, we had digital artwork, we had painting and T-shirts, but we also had something very different brought into Zeldathon, which was amazing. The champion of the art block goes to 8-Bit Brigadier. For making something very beautiful.
Regrettable.
Regrettable.
My queen. I do.
Let's well, I get to make fun of a friend now, which is always good. 96%. It's not going fast enough. Feel free to make a speech to these final people. He makes fun of me on a constant basis, keeps me grounded in reality, and but there was 3 buttons he never pressed sequentially. Let's give it up to Campy for the Start BA Award. I'm so sorry your game crashed.
It was awful, but it's called Ocarina of Time because we always have to keep doing it.
Do it over and over and over.
Gotta grow.
All right, let's speak to someone who consistently makes me worry. I know this man knows what he's doing. I know I could trust him with everything in my life. I could. But he's also the reason we have event insurance. It's Jackson Perotti.
Get up here.
Oh no! You like Legos, Dan? You like Legos? No!
Zach's like,
oh, he's ferocious!
I just get it. Just put the award on him and go. Ow. Ow.
Let's speak to someone who had a very a momentous and powerful responsibility this marathon. Concerning the name of the marathon, Zeldathon Champions, it's the Champions Ballad. It was played by our very own Thunderscott. He did an amazing job, and he got that DLC done, and he also made an amazing new Zeldathon OP called Trinity, and he doesn't give up. He's our champion! No, 96. All right. There's one person left, right? Is there anybody else here other than, you know who you are? Is there anybody else here who hasn't gotten a word? I think we got it. All right. We're feeling happy. Okay. Let's talk to someone who was a big contender for that Zeldathon president role. And you know what? He's still going to be in our hearts for all time. It's the Hokage of our hearts award. Maybe next time, buddy. Maybe next time.
Hokage.
People of Zeldathon, I have an announcement. Next marathon, there will be a revolution. I will free you from the corrupt grips of Hipster Harbinger. Where are you? Viva la revolución!
Power to the people!
And with that, I'm out of awards, but I still got 4% till we can end the marathon. So, what do we want to do? What do we want to do, everybody?
Last minute James train.
I think
leave it up to chance.
I think I want to say a few words. Just overall. First thing I want to do is thank our entire amazing dev team who makes all the little bitty behind the scenes parts of Zeldathon work. So please give it up to them. Thank you to all the members of the dev team who couldn't be here, like Tommy working on the bot and Danny working on Dungeon Notifier. Your contributions are very appreciated, and you are part of our final total just as much as everyone else here is and all the donors are. So thank you very much. Huge thanks to everybody who worked so hard on setup day. It was our best setup day yet. Even if we saw some troubles and things didn't go exactly planned, we still, I believe, our best setup day ever. So please, thank you everybody for that. And of course, to all of our artists from the Yeti who contributed all the amazing t-shirts. I think that once again, Zeldathon continues to improve and be different and exciting. And no matter what happens coming up at Marathon 23, starting December 27th, you all know that. Or how about next year? I believe it's June 13th for Marathon 24. And Marathon 25, of course, again, will be December 27th. So those are the dates for those. Make sure you get them in your calendar. And huge thanks to everybody for their contributions so far to the money-making game Kickstarter. We're trying to make a documentary about Zeldathon, and we do need your help. You guys can post the link here inside chat here. There it is. Click that. You can get some amazing awards. And thank you for all your contributions to St. Jude. We're up to $154,052. And just overall, I just want to say thank you to everybody for working so hard and being so amazing. Would we like to have our musicians come up for a bit of a finale performance? Because we do need more time. This is not Frozen. It's just taking a while.
How do you want to do it? Audience request, chat request, donation request? You're the boss. I just work here.
Do you?
We don't have a chat. Just yell like there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Speech, yes.
I wasn't kidding.
Oh. Whoa!
This one is scripted because I failed at my last speech, so I'm not going to fail at this one. Okay, so speech time. So, time for one of my super sappy speeches that I do every marathon that I come. This team is incredible, and I love you all. You've been such a huge support in especially the last few months, and you know who you are, especially when you stepped up. I really don't know how I would have made it through without all of you. This marathon was my push to make it through, and I almost canceled coming, but people were like, no, get here, make it happen. So I did, here I am. You've all entered my life through the past 8 years I've been watching Zeldathon for, and I'm very blessed to have been chosen to be a part of this amazing team. And it's a complete honor. So you're all family to me, and you will forever have a special place in my heart.
Thank you so much.
Jude here.
And hold on.
Stop sign!
What do you say, 3 minutes?
Sure.
3 minutes, go.
All right, so
6 months ago, at our last marathon, I was in a really tough place in my life. And when I was at that marathon, I called myself out on a lot of stuff that hadn't been great in my life. You know, mistakes I'd been making, things I hadn't been doing right, things like that. I called myself out on that, and I resolved that when I left the marathon, I went forward, that I would, you know, kick some grass and come back to this marathon, because I always give these little speeches at the end, and I'd be able to talk about all the successes I had and all the progress I made, and it'd be, you know, I'd be able to credit so many people out there for all of that. And I'm standing here today to let you know that a lot of the things that I thought I was going to do, it didn't happen. And a lot of the progress I thought I would make didn't quite happen. In fact, things probably got worse than they ever have been for me in a lot of ways. And some of my closer friends here know a lot of what I'm talking about, you know, just about everything. Yeah. But this marathon represents, in the most pure form of anything I can possibly think of, hope. This marathon represents something great. Because, like, even like coming here, I had a lot of stress because I got stuck at the airport, you know, and I got stuck here. And when I was flying here all day, I was stuck in airports, stuck on planes. I was so ready to get here and just be done. Like, I wasn't feeling it all. I was just going to go to sleep or whatever. And then as soon as I got out of that airport, as soon as I was standing and waiting for Jeff to pick me up, I got a really pure feeling of happiness that I haven't felt in a while. I got really, really happy. And I came here and I just ran around. I was so excited to see everyone. I was running around talking to everyone. It was so awesome. And you can't fake that, you know. I can't contrive that, because I was just gonna go to sleep, dude, and I was gonna maybe go make a joke on camera or whatever. Like, I was not into it. And then I got here, and just seeing this hotel made me happy. And then seeing y'all's faces, well, that was pretty great too. But like, so many of my best friends are here, dude. And like, you know, Kay, Catherine, Austin, Lena. I hate doing this because I can't see everyone. Scott, Liz, Joey, Eric, Luke, Kelly, you. You guys, there's more of you. If I didn't say you and you know I love you, please yell at me. But like, you guys are great. You know, I wouldn't be who I am today. You know, even though I'm not where I want to be, I wouldn't be who I am today without you guys. And when, not if, when I kick ass and make it where I know I'm going to make it, it's going to be thanks so much to so many of you. And I can't wait to celebrate that with you guys as friends and as family in this awesome thing we do together. I work in so many different communities, and this is my favorite one every time. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
We're very thankful to you, Zach, and also 17 seconds spared.
Let's go.
I consider that Zach continuing to improve.
There you go.
So, anybody else have a speech before we move on to the musicians? And anybody else have anything they want to say? Yes. He hasn't got sorted yet. Get the Triforce.
Where's Eric? You gotta bring in the Triforce.
This needs to not be moved. Yeah, you guys go. You do that.
Go.
That'll be the one from Melee, though. Just follow me. It's all in C.
Yeah.
Been playing games and you've been with a couple other people who've already out teamed. So, but for the formality of it, please touch the Triforce. It's Team Courage.
Oh, never mind.
Let's go. Wii version of Twilight princess. It's backwards.
So yeah, sorry, we version. Very good, very good. We're at 97%. Get us to 100, Jackson.
I said they didn't like it, I guess. One, two, three, don't do. What else? What else? What else?
Marissa wants spirit trucks. They don't want
Gary, come home.
Gary, now I know I was wrong. I messed up and now you're gone. Gary, I'm sorry I neglected you. Oh, I never expected you to run away and leave me feeling this empty. Your meow right now would sound like music to me. Blind, I'll do anything to change your mind. More than a pet, you're my best friend. I'll do anything, come back, cause we are family. And thinking you wanna roam, and now my heart is beating like the saddest metronome. Somewhere I hope you're hearing my latest three-word vow. Come home. Gary, come home. Gary, come on, everybody. Gary, come home. Gary, come home. Gary, come home. Boss man. How we doing? Yeah, okay. What? No, nobody else does that. No,
thank you for your donation.
I know that, but nobody else does. I get none of you know the lyrics to that. No one in the chat knows the lyrics to Africa either without looking it up on genius.com.
How does Sandstorm go again?
Your update is you started playing at 96%. We've hit 98%. So 2% to go.
Okay.
Let's go.
2%?
Yeah, good one.
Ooh, boy.
Let's go. We haven't done flying back.
Oh, we did last night.
Let's
move on.
For MC.
S. Like this? No, it doesn't.
That's Zeldathon.
Sure.
One more, maybe?
We're still 98. Keep going.
Okay.
MC, forgot an award.
Oh?
I forgot an award. Who? Metal Ninja.
Oh.
I mean, the things are on the back.
What's the
Who let the dogs up? Who let the dogs up? Who let the dogs up?
No.
Congratulations, Metal Ninja Wolf, on being free!
He's free! We forgot about him! Hashtag free metal lives!
Hashtag band metal.
Hashtag band metal.
Is the thing done yet?
Nope, 98.
No.
All right, the trumpet! The trumpet! The trumpet! All right.
That's awesome.
I've got a song that's a call and response. It's a
call and response. It means I sing a bit, and then you all sing a bit back to me. I'll tell you what to sing. It's in the words, I'll say the words, and then you just repeat it back to me. It's very easy, very simple. It's muy fácil, very simple, okay?
Muy fácil.
All right, so just pay attention to me. I'll point at you when you need to be listening for all this, and so y'all know what to listen back to, all right?
Chat, write it out.
Chat, write it out. Make sure you really let us know, because I can't read the chat. You have to,
Viewer engagement is very important.
you have to type real loud so I can hear what you guys are typing. You got to type real loud, okay? So E minor, all right? 1, 2, da bon, Hey folks, here's a story about Minnie the Moocher. She was a low-down hoochie goocher. She was a roughest, toughest frail, but Minnie had a heart as big as a whale. Hidey, 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 hi. Hody, 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 ho. Heedy, 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 he. A hidey, 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 ho. She had a dream about the King of Sweden. He gave her things that she was needing. He took her down to Chinatown, and he showed her how to kick the gong around. A hidey, 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 hi. Hody, 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 ho. Heedy, 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 he. Hidey, 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 ho. You guys are pretty good. She came to Zeldathon one time. She didn't get the rhyme exactly. She tried a money-making game, but all Minnie ended up was being lame. A hidey, 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 ho! Oh! A heedy, 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 he! A hidey, 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 ho! That's pretty good. But I don't know if you'll get this last one. It's advanced. 200 IQ level scatting, all right? Let's see if you get it. Hidey, 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 ho. Heedy, heedy, heedy. Poor man, poor man, poor
Render's finished. We're transferring here. Then we have to transfer over there, get into the scene. So give me like a.
Can we get a final countdown here?
But what a marathon it was! Perfectly on time. Get me out of here. Everybody who was here at the marathon, you want to watch the credits, stay seated. We'll jack up the monitor for it so you can see it here, so you don't have to call crowd around Steenus and make him feel scared. On that note, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for donating. Thank you all for being part of money making in the Kickstarter, which is going. Thank you for everything. I'll be streaming on this channel. This is my channel, so if you want to see more Zelda, if you want to see me work on Breath of the Wild 100%, Master Mode. I'm going to die from it, but we'll get there. Thank you all for donating. Thank you for doing so much for St. Jude. Thank you for watching Zeldathon Champions. Enjoy the credits.